Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for you to see what is in store for today, but before we do that, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to my channel before you leave, and let's get started. So today I'm going to be doing some Valentine's Day looks, so I hope you're excited for that. Some of them will be like kind of simple and easy. I actually had a friend request this, and that's what she wanted, was some like soft, easy, simple glam looks, but I'm also going to do some more like intense kind of looks too, just to give you guys a range of stuff. So first I'm going to be doing like a rose gold look. I'm going to be using the Naked 3 from Urban Decay. I thought this would be the perfect palette to pull out for Valentine's because it's got like these really pretty rose gold pinky shades. I'm going to give you guys some like tips and tricks with makeup for like Valentine's or anytime. I'm going to give you guys like lipstick suggestions, and so stay till the end for that. So I'm going to go in with the shade Limit, and I'm going to put that in the crease. It's just like a really light pink shade, so you got to build it up if you want to make it deeper. So to deepen it a little more, I'm going to go in with the shade Nooner. And of course, if you wanted, you could stop there, or you could put it like all over the lid just for like a super easy soft glam. Or if you wanted to add a little bit extra, you could go in with a shimmer or two. So I'm actually going to go in with the shade Buzz, really pretty rose gold shimmer. And I'm going to put that on the outer part. Of course, you could put it across the whole lid, but there's a second shimmer I want to go into and put it on the front. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Dust and put that on the inner part. And I'm actually going to use Dust to highlight the brow bone and inner corner also. And then I will put the shade Nooner in the lower lash line. So I thought this would be like a cute little soft rose gold glam. Nothing too crazy, but still cute. So now I'm going to go into my Morphe James Charles palette. As you see, she's kind of dusty, dirty, been used. Love this palette so much. Should have wiped her up a little before the video. First, going to take the shade Pinkity Drinkity, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. Just wanted to give my lid a like soft pink base, which is what Pinkity Drinkity is, just like a really subtle soft pink. So now I'm going to cut my crease and do like a pink cut crease. So I'm basically going to take some Tarte Shape Tape, put a little bit on my hand, and use this flat brush to cut my crease. So a trick that you can do to figure out where to cut it is put like a little bit on the lash line, like right here, and then look up, and that's where your lid creases, just to help you get started. I normally like to wing out my cut crease a little bit. You don't have to do that. That's just something that I personally do sometimes. Not every time, but a lot of the time. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Skip, which is the really hot pink shade in the palette, and I'm just going to pack that all over where I cut the crease. Now that is a hot pink cut crease. So in my boxycharm January, I got this Starlooks Aurora Ultra Gel Longwear Eye Pencil. I'm not sure if this video will go up first or that one, so if that video goes up first, I will link it down below. But I'm going to take the eyeliner and run it along the top of the cut crease, just to give the look a little more dimension. It's not the best eyeliner and it's a little dry, but I feel like it adds a little bit of like glitter to the look. I'm actually going to go over it with a single shadow. I got this in my NYX advent calendar. If that video goes up before this one, I will definitely link it down below also. It's the single eyeshadow in the shade Candy Stash, which is also just a good shade if you wanted just a pink shimmery shade that you could use for your look. NYX is really affordable brand, so I'm just gonna take this eyeliner brush and dip in and follow the line of the eyeliner just to make it a little more shimmery. So now it's more shimmery like that. So if you wanted, you could add some liner to that along with this look, or lashes or mascara or anything like that. Actually, to finish off this side, I'm gonna take Pinkity Drinkity, which was that light pink, and I'm gonna put that in the lower lash line. Go over it with a pinch of the pink. So a more soft glam kind of look, a more steps intense kind of look that you could do. So I'm gonna take these off and we'll move on to the next looks. So now the next two looks. So I'm gonna do like a neutral kind of look, just with like browns, maybe light browns, and then maybe build it up more just to show you guys what you could do if you'd like. But to do that, I'm gonna be using my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is the original palette. This is what it looks like. As you see, there's so many neutrals in there that you could do any neutral look you wanted, or you could add a pop of color. Like down here, there's some blues and purples and things like that if you really wanted to. I love this palette, it's so good. So the shade names are on the back. It's really hard for me to look back and know exactly which one I'm talking about. It's kind of confusing. So I'm just going to point. I'm going to use this shade right here, and I'm going to put that all over both of my lids really lightly. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I'm going to try to hold the lid with my head. And it's just a little bit of a darker brown. Basically, you could use lightest to darkest to build up your look. So I'm just going to go into the crease. So of course, if you wanted, you could pretty much stop there. Maybe add like a shimmer on the lid if you wanted it to be less matte. Or you can keep building it like I said earlier. So we're going to go into this dark brown right here. And I'm going to put that on the outer edge. And blend it into the crease a little bit, but not too much. Just stopping like right about there. So you can stop after any step that you feel comfortable, but I don't want to feel like I have to say that after every step, but just to keep adding a little bit of dimension. I'm going to use my finger for a shimmer shade. I'm going to go in with this one right here because it's kind of like a lighter pink, so I feel like that would go good with it being like a soft pink-ish color for Valentine's without going in with like a super pink shade. I know some people don't like to do that, or don't have palettes with the bright colors in it, or would just prefer to do like a natural look like this. She cute. I'm gonna take this shimmer shade right here and use that to highlight my brow bone and inner corner, and I'm also just gonna use my fingers for that. Get it a little more precise with your brush, but I'm just trying to make it to where you guys at home, if you don't have that many eyeshadow brushes, just to make it easier on you. It would help for like blending if you did have brushes, but if you don't, just trying to show you other ways how you can use your fingers for eyeshadow. I want to go on the lower lash line with the light shade that we started the look off with, just to add some color so it's not plain, but not too much color to where it's like too dramatic. Cool. What do you guys think? So like I've been saying, you could leave the look like this, or instead of this shimmer, you could go in with like a different shade. Like maybe if you didn't want shimmer, you could do matte, like maybe a light brown, or you could go in with a color. So if you're like, ooh, it's Valentine's Day, I kind of want to do a neutral look, but I may want to add a little bit of color. Of course, you could do it either like on the lid and the lower lash line, or so you don't have to do it like all over the lid if you're just starting to play with color. So to give you an example of that, I'm going to go in with this shimmery purple shade, And I'm going to try to lightly take it with my finger and just put it over the shimmer really lightly. But we won't go all the way, we'll just do the inner part. So if you wanted to play with color a little bit, you could do that and add that step in. Like I said, for this look or any of the looks, you could stop wherever you wanted. So if you liked how it looked like before I added the dark color or the shimmer or the purple, whatever the case may be, whatever you're comfortable with, just trying to show you extra steps in the tutorial that you could do, possibly. So of course you don't have to do purple, you could do pink or red or whatever color you're wearing that day if you have the shadow color. And of course you could just use one shadow all over your whole lid, whether it be a shimmer or a matte color or even like a pink or a neutral color or just whatever color you were wanting. I'm just trying to show you a little tutorial of options that you can do because I got requested to do this video and she said she wanted some soft glam, so I tried to add that in and do a couple extra fun looks also, just to give you guys some options of things you could do for Valentine's Day or any time of the year, of course. So I'm going to be using my James palette again and going in with a little bit of my Life's a Drag by Lunar Beauty palettes. And I'm just trying to give you palette options too. I know it seems like I'm using a lot of different palettes, but if you don't have all these palettes, I'm just giving you options of colors that are in each palette so that if you do have this palette or colors like it, it would help you get the looks that you're looking for. So colors for Valentine's Day are normally like pink or red, so now we're going to do like more of a red look. So of course you could do like a neutral look, and then the Jeffree Star liquid lips can go on your eyes, so you could do like a red liner. I was going to do that, but I figured I would just mention that to you, but I'm actually just going to use eyeshadow because you may not have that, and some lipsticks or liquid lips aren't safe to put on the eyes, so I don't want to do that option and you not be able to do that. So I'm just going to use eyeshadow, but just as a tip, like I said throughout this, I was going to give you guys little like tips and tricks that you could do. So of course if you wanted for red, you could use blush or pink for Valentine's. If you wanted pink or red and you're like, man, I don't have a pink or red eyeshadow, you could use blush. I don't know if you ever thought of that, but you could use blush or even bronzer as like a brown shade. So if you wanted like a more neutral look, you could use bronzer also. So I don't know if you guys knew that, or you could even use highlighter as eyeshadow. So I mean, most things are multi-purpose, so just keep that in mind. So I have my Tarte Blush Bazaar, and it has a bunch of different shades in it, so there's some like pretty pinks and reds in here that you would definitely be able to use as blush, of course, or you could even use them as eyeshadow, so multi-purpose. Just thought I'd show you this as an example. A more affordable highlighter that you could use either as eyeshadow or as highlighter is the Maybelline Master Chrome 250. It's really good on my skin tone. Ulta sent it to me in the mail broken, and I kind of mended it. It's still kind of falling apart a little bit, but it's like a really pretty intense shade, so you could use this as like an inner corner highlight or highlight the brow bone or all over your lid if you'd like. So just another option. And then I also have this Jeffree Star Skin Frost highlighter in the shade Nefri. It's actually a really pretty pink shade. That would also be good as a highlighter, or you could use it all over the lid as like a pink shade. So just kind of wanted to give you guys some options. Of course, you don't have to go out and buy any of this stuff unless you wanted to, but just letting you guys know. So now we're going to do a red look. So I'm going to take the shade Cake Face, which is the white, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Then I'm going to take the shade You're Kidding, which is the red shade in the James Charles palette. I barely tapped into it because I didn't know how pigmented it was going to be. I haven't really used this shade, so I was a little scared that if I dipped in too hard that it would just be like, well, bam, pigment, and I wouldn't be able to go back from there. So if you aren't sure how pigmented a shade is, you can just dip in a little bit to try to make sure that it's not too intense. So I'm gonna go above the brow bone above the crease and in the crease with this shade. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Snatched, from the Lunar Beauty palettes and put that in the crease to deepen it up. So I'm going to go in with the shade Canvas in the James palette, which is like a light shade that is like a light tan, but like barely any pigment, because I think it's supposed to be like a canvas, like, you know, light, like how you start off. And I'm just going to use that to blend out these edges and make them less harsh. So now on my finger, I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Skin Frost highlighter in shade Nefri, and I'm going to put that on the lid. So this is the finished looks for these eyes. So now for something really fun that you could do, I'm just going to leave these two looks on while I do it because it won't really affect it per se. So if you wanted to go a little more avant-garde with your look, I have this Wet n Wild stencil pack that's an intergalactic unicorn. Cute. She's got like little hearts and stars and stuff. And in this, I cut out this little section where it's like 3 hearts. And basically what I was thinking about doing was like putting it like on my eye, like right here, and you could do it on the other side also, and it would add like a cute little aesthetic to your look if you were wanting to add a little bit of extra. And then of course you could go in with some kind of eyeshadow or highlighter or blush. So I'll use my actual blush palette from Tarte that I was explaining you guys could use for your look. And then peel it off. And well, bam, you got cute little hearts. So of course if you wanted, you could like do them anywhere. My other idea that I had, which I actually got the inspo from James Charles's video where he is like introducing his palette. He has like hearts on his face, which is kind of like this, but his were actually the opposite, where it was actually like a heart sticker, which I have right here. These are the Sassy and Chic nail stickers, but I'm going to use them on my face. I also have like bigger hearts and stuff like that from the stencil pack. And, you basically go over it, and then when you peel it off, there's like eyeshadow around it. Just skip. It's from the James Charles palette. And that's what I'm going to use for these. Basically, you just want to like put the eyeshadow around it. So I'll peel off this heart. Voila! So of course you don't have to do all of this, of course. I'm just giving you options of stuff that I have and options that you can do, of course. So now we'll peel the little hearts off. So now that I look crazy, when don't I know? I just like to get the most out of the tutorials and give you as much information as I can. Now we're gonna get into things that I would suggest if you needed this kind of item. So first off would be eyeshadow primer. If you want your eyeshadow to stay on a long time, a kind of more expensive high-end one would be the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. And if you're on a budget and you're like, yeah, that's too much for me, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer is really nice. So now eyeliner, the Milani Eye Tech Perfection Liquid Liner, which is like a felt tip. I really like this because it's easy to like hold on to while you're doing your liner. And then a more like expensive one if you want to be bougie. It's the Ciate London Wonder Wand. This is what she looks like. And mascara. Luminous Lash Paradise Waterproof. It really is waterproof. It's a really good mascara. Now we'll get into lips. So if you guys like more like bullet kind of lips or like lipsticks, I have a couple options for you. I have some nude, some pink, and some red. I thought those colors would go best for Valentine's Day. So I have this Smashbox Be Legendary lipstick in the shade Latte, which is a like nude shade. It's really pretty. The Jeffree Star Baby Spice. It's like a like nudie pink. I'll demo this one for you guys. Maybe a little more pink than you're going for, so you might want to go for the more nude one, which would be that one. But Jeffree Star's liquid lips and everything like that are really good formula, so he has some nude shades too, but this was just a more pink option. So now for like an orangey red, I have the NYX Matte lipstick in shade Indie Flick, e.l.f. moisturizing lipstick in shade Red Carpet. So I have two from NYX that are nudes. They're in their lip lingeries, and they're in the shade Push Up and Corset. Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in shade Can't Relate. The Ofra Nikki Tutorials Long Lasting Liquid Lip Shade in shade Nude Potion. Ciate London Glitter Flip in the shade Candy. From NYX, their Liquid Suedes in the shade Kitten Heels and Cherry Skies. Another like vampy red from Wet n Wild. It's the Liquid Catsuit in shade Video Vixen. The Glitter Flip in the shade Infamous. In one of my Ipsy videos, I will link that one down below. But yeah, so all the products that I used I really like, and the ones that I suggested to you I really like. So if you did need something that had these colors in it, these are all good options. I hope this helped inspire you guys for Valentine's Day looks, and I hope the person that requested this enjoys this video, and you guys too, of course. And if you guys have any other video requests, definitely let me know and I can do them for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any video suggestions, please comment them down below, and check the description box for more information about the video. My Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GlamGirlGray. See you next time.